Good day, everyone. I'm Harinisa Sharom, and I'm participating in this exhibition with Dr. Kusina. So, the title of our project is The Effects of Flipped Classroom on Primary School Students' Writing Performance in English. Okay, so let me start first with the introduction. Okay, students face difficulties to write in English as they have limited exposure towards the topic. They have limited time to practice writing in classroom. This is according to Malo and Chan, 2016. Okay, so usually teacher will spend about 60 minutes in a lesson. So in 60 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes, the teacher will take some time to explain, to present the topic to the class, to the students. So the students will be left with about 30 to 40 minutes to do the writing activity, which is not quite enough for the primary students. So when they don't finish the work in the classroom, they will bring the essay to their home. So they don't have enough guidance to write essay at home, okay, because there is no teacher at home to guide them. Thus, the researchers suggested that flipped classroom would be a good solution to solve this problem because the students will watch the video on the input of the lesson first before they go to the class, and then they will have ample of time to do writing activity in the classroom. Okay, the project objectives are to design a flipped classroom approach to improve students' English writing performance and to investigate the effects of flipped classroom approach on students' English writing performance. So, the novelty for this innovation is ICT integration in teaching writing could be efficient in improving students' writing performance. So, it's not only based on the classroom activity, but there is also the ICT integration of the module, in the module. And then limited studies on flipped classroom that focus on primary ESL students. And more importantly, lack of studies of the implementation of flipped classroom in teaching writing performance in primary ESL classroom. Previously, I have found some research or studies on ESL classroom, but they are focusing on reading, on other skills, reading and speaking, for example, but none in writing performance, especially in primary classroom. As for the creativity, the researchers prepared the module, the writing module, flipped classroom writing module, based on this framework, okay, flipped classroom framework. So in this framework, as you can see here, there is Bloom's taxonomy for Bloom's taxonomy before the flipped classroom and while the flipped classroom. Okay, before the flipped classroom, the thinking skills that happen are remember, understand, and apply. While in the flipped classroom, it focuses on higher order thinking skills such as analyze, evaluate, and create. Okay, before class, teacher as instructor, because the teacher will create a self-made video, give the input to the students. While in the flipped classroom, the teacher will become a facilitator because the teacher will guide the students in writing. And then before, students as independent learners, they will watch the video at home before they go to the class. And then while students as active learners. And then knowledge acquisition is the writing input. Okay, for example, they will go through a virtual reality experience through Google Expedition or watch a video. And then when they go to the class, okay, there is a knowledge construction writing activity. Self-regulated learning, Google Classroom, and collaborative learning, group work. And then authentic materials are referring to the YouTube and Google Expedition or the self-made video made from the teacher. And while in the flipped classroom, there will be active learning that focuses on 21st century learning, which are Think, Pair, Share, Rally, Robin, and Hot Seat. There are just example. Okay, the innovativeness is in a flipped classroom writing module. We have here the first one is a higher order thinking skills, HOTS, integrated together in this flipped classroom writing module. Like as you can see before, in the Bloom's taxonomy. So referring to that Bloom's taxonomy, in the flipped classroom, in the classroom, while classroom, they will do activity that focuses on the higher order thinking skills, such as creating essay, create a mind map, creating something. And then it is also aligned with 21st century learning and social constructivism. Okay, for 21st century learning and social constructivism, there are many things that collide with each other, that is similar. Okay, for example, the activities, okay, peer feedback, that is similar with 21st century learning. And also, most importantly, this module, okay, what the most important element in this module is the technology. Not only we are focusing on the video, because usually when we talk about flipped classroom, we will be talking about video, the video from the teacher. But it's not only video from the teacher, it's also from other sources such as YouTube. And the students also experience something new such as virtual reality, which is Google Expedition. So, and also the students, when they go to the class, they have ample of time to do the lesson, to experience the lesson with the use of technology too. So the technology part in this module is not only focusing on the before, but also while flipped classroom too. Okay. So this is the implementation of English writing flipped classroom. This is the module, flipped method writing module. Okay, it's made from me and Dr. Kusina. So this is focusing on English year 5, which are 11 years old students. Okay, we have 8 lessons, but we are only showing you the first lesson, lesson number 1. Okay, the topics are based on the textbook. Okay, there are 4 selected topics from the textbook. As you can see here, there is learning standard, learning objectives, Bloom's taxonomy level. The Bloom's taxonomy level here are analyzing and creating. So as for the Bloom's taxonomy level, it is different based on the lesson. But for this one, it is focusing on analyzing and creating. So there are also social constructivism elements, active learning, collaborative learning, peer feedback, which is also aligned with 21st century learning. So in the module, we already prepared the students' learning resources and material at home. So there is the link, okay, and also students' learning activities, what they have to do at home, and then students' learning resources and materials in classroom, and also the classroom activities and how they will be assessed. So it is complete in one writing module, that we name Flip Method, which is Flip Classroom Writing Module. So this is all. Okay, so the applicability is for the students and for the teachers. Students may go through a collective discovery process and learn how to delegate tasks and take responsibility for their learning. Okay, because when they are at home, they will do self-regulated learning. When they go to the school, they will communicate and collaborate with their friends. So it is applicable to the students. And then students will be able to experience learning with technology, okay, before and while flipped classroom. Okay, and for the teachers, the module becomes the guidelines to the teachers in implementing flipped classroom. And teachers would be able to utilize technology in the lesson. We must admit, in this 21st century learning, sometimes teachers felt overwhelmed, or teachers might be clueless on how to practice, on how to do flipped classroom. So this module integrates everything, every single element every single important element in this 21st century learning. So it is all there. Okay, so this is the example of the before class activity. As you can see here, teacher posted the task in Google Classroom. So the teacher posted the task in the Google Classroom 3 days before the lesson. 3 days before the lesson, because to give them ample of time so they can choose when they want to learn, when they want to do the activity, the before class activity, and where. So it is it's all the students' autonomy to decide, okay, when and how and where they want to do it. And then the students need to do activity instructed by the teachers, as for example here, list 2 precautions that you need to take during flight in the comments section below. So this is one of the example. This is not only the task that they need to do. Okay, so this is the example of the students' comments on the post. As you can see here, they can communicate with their friends and also communicate with the teachers before the class. Okay, so this way the teachers can already know whether the students understand or whether the students have watched the video and did the activities before they go to the class. Okay, and then quiz in Google Form is also for the students. Maybe after they watch the video, they need to answer some quiz just to check their understanding, just to make sure they did the before class task. Okay, and while class, collaborative and communicative activity. This is all happen in the lesson, 60 minutes. Since they have watched the video and they already prepared all the materials needed to be brought to the class, they are more prepared to learn. For example, in this picture, okay, the students made a clay volcano experiment. They were so excited because they know how to make it. They already watched a video on how to do it. They can write the steps. Imagine in 60 minutes, they were able, all 6 groups able to did this activity, and they were also able to do writing activity in the process and reflecting the lesson. Okay, in 60 minutes. Usually, it is impossible for the teachers because only 20 minutes. 20 minutes will be taken up for the explanation. But in this flipped classroom module, using the flipped classroom module, the teacher already saved that 20 minutes, okay, and proceed with the activity. So the students won't be hearing the teacher explaining again and again and again because they know how to do it already. They were so excited and giving full cooperation. Okay, and then usually after the writing activity, the teacher won't have enough time to even ask the students to present. But in flipped classroom, they have time to do gallery walk. Okay, so the students will go to other groups. Okay, they will go to other groups and they will be commenting on their friends' work. Okay, for example, in this gallery walk, what the teacher did was to encourage the students to do critical thinking, which is applying higher order thinking skills here. The teacher did 2 stars and a wish, which the 2 stars represent to 2 things that the students like about their friends' work, and a wish is referring to what they think would be better for the other group, for their friends' work. So it is somehow encouraging them to use their critical thinking, and how to give critical comment. Okay, so in this activity, for example, in the wild class activity, this one is the Google Slides. The teacher is utilizing Google Slides through the module, okay, which is synchronous poster making. So the students don't need to share a piece of paper, and then there is a piece of paper, and then there are 4 students or 5 students, and maybe one person only, usually, or maybe only one person will do the work, and the rest will just watch. But in the synchronous poster making, okay, since they have their own device, okay, since they have their own computer, this is done in the computer lab, okay, each person has their own computer, so maybe one person need to find the picture, and then another person need to find the description of the picture, and then maybe find the correct decoration for the poster. Okay, so all need to collaborate and communicate. It's not one person's job, okay, because it's synchronous poster making, and it make it easier for them because the pictures are all there. They don't need to print it and then paste it. It's all there. Okay, save paper. Okay, and at the end of the lesson, the teacher did exit ticket. Okay, so this is one of the feedback from the student. Okay, so they learned about teamwork. They were very excited. They will feel prepared. Okay, they know that they have to cooperate with their friends. This is the examples of the feedback from the students. Okay, the impact to students' learning. Students able to communicate and collaborate with their peers through the use of Google Classroom and group work. So the collaboration and communication didn't end at 1 o'clock when the bell rang. No, it didn't end there. They can communicate through Google Classroom. Okay, it's a platform for the teacher to, and they can also exchange their opinions there. And then students' writing performance have improved after the implementation of flipped classroom. This is obvious from the pre-test and post-test that we did. It can be shown. It is shown that, no, it can be shown. It is shown that there is a vast improvement. Okay, students have ample of time to practice writing activity in the classroom with teacher as facilitator and students as active learners. The teacher will guide the students. And then the students have more autonomy of the lessons. It's obviously because it's so obvious because the students have the right to do the before task, when and how, it's up to them. And then teacher able to integrate higher order thinking skills, 21st century learning skills and technology in the lesson to prepare the students for IR 4.0. This is very important because we are teaching the students for the future. Okay, so we need to prepare them for this. And then potential for commercialization. This module can be commercialized by the publishers and becomes the guidelines to other teachers, because there must be teachers out there that need more guideline on how to integrate all of these important elements in the flipped classroom and also in their classroom, in the lesson. Okay, with all that, thank you.